So, welcome back to the channel. Different one. I say this every time because it is a different one. It's a different car in every single video I see me doing at the minute. So, as always, being in the motor trade, you can't really stick to the same thing. But this is a cool car we're getting today, and it's one you guys are gonna respect, I think, a bit more compared to the rest of the cars I've got, because the ones I've got already are a bit like everyday run-of-the-mill sort of stuff. I mean, obviously the M3 is a V8, and it's not like an everyday car. But we've got the main man back, Mr. Aristo / Yaris over here. So he's coming on a trip. Because it's a Jap car, he's just got to come.
That's it, innit?
I mean, yeah,
I'm there.
He's there. But the car we're actually getting rid of, well, part Xing for the new car is we're getting rid of this 320D LCI E91 Tour, and as you know, I love these things. It's one I just got recently, but I saw this car come up and I was like, I need to get the car. So this one's going, and we're giving the guy some cash. And obviously on a journey, we're taking everyone with us. So we've got Amy, Amy's little brother, Jacob. Say hello, Dill.
Hello.
There's Dill, and we're also taking Leo as well. So we're gonna be, well, no, little Dill's going back home, but we've got. Say hello, Amy. Hi. She's so sweet and innocent. She's just sold her car as well, so it's all going off at the minute. Everyone's getting new cars, everyone's selling things, and it's just mad. So we're heading to Bristol to get this car now. We've got all sorts. We've got slush puppies that are going off here. We've got paperwork at the back. Dill's chilling. Amy's got the dog. Leo's having a wild one at the back. So I think we'll just get on with the journey, and we'll catch up with you guys shortly when we get there and just discuss the whole scenario as to why this is going on, why I'm getting this car, and it's the most impulsive thing I'm probably doing at the minute, to be honest. Well, here we are then. Deja vu. We've got Jacob on the camera, literally the same thing. So we're getting rid of the Touring. As you know, I've had many of these anyway, so and the new car's pretty sick. Like I said, we need to change the wheels and a few little bits and bobs on it, and obviously we make sure each part is happy before he gets there. We do test drives and everything like that. There's got a few little niggly bits that he's sorting, which I've made him aware of anyway, but we're literally about minutes away from it arriving, so let's see what happens. It's probably like one of my first major Jap cars, to be honest, like one of my first major. I've had a boosted DC5, I've had 2 Civics, 3 Civics actually. I think that's it for it. It's mainly Hondas I've had for Jap cars, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. Come here then, Leo, come here. Main man's chilling. Oh, check out his boat, you lot. Come here, Leo. Show everyone the boat. Let's show everyone the boat. Where's the boat? Where's the boat? Where's the boat then? There it is. There's the boat. Alright, it's here somewhere. Amy's just spotted it. Where is it? Where is it? I can't even see it now. It's coming. Oh. Right, so here it is. I've got an R33. Not really something I thought I was going to come do on a Sunday. Am I being stupid? Am I being Hey! Well, there we go then, we've got a Skyline. I don't even know like what to say or do or whatever. It's one of those like mad impulse buys. I blame Jacob actually, it's his fault, you know what I mean?
Why is it my fault?
It's your fault, man, because you're the Jap man. You was like, yeah, just do it anyway.
No, that never came out of my mouth.
To be fair, it was just me, but it's cool. Like from the front, definitely front facing as well. It looks real smart, and the back end's like really nice on these as well. The back ends are really cool. Can someone tell me as well what these seats are, because we don't know and the owner previously didn't know. It's definitely been like resprayed before, but we'll get it looking sweet. Like there's no rust or anything running anywhere. But yeah, the back end looks cool, and those rear lights are sick. So definitely a cool little project that we're gonna just keep and do some bits too. It's probably like definitely a lot better to have than an E36, and a lot cooler in my opinion. But we're gonna head home now. I'll give it a full wash, and then I'll basically catch up with you guys tomorrow after I've washed it and just run over it a bit more in detail to let you know what I thought of it driving it home, etc. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Right, so we've got the Skyline now back in front of me. I've been driving it for a few days, and to be honest with you, it's actually been really nice because it's got that surreal old school Jap feeling, which is really cool. It's really planted to the ground. I actually can't believe how planted it is. But yeah, here is the Skyline now sat at my, basically this is my new work, but I'll go into that a bit more in the future and tell you my new work and everything that's gone on, because you're probably going to give comments right now like going like, Luke, where is that, what is that, etc. So anyway, let's focus on the Skyline. It looks so cool, doesn't it? Like, you know what, I'm gonna put the lights on and do a few more clips, because I think this needs a few more clips. This is such a sick car. So the next question you're going to be asking is, Luke, why'd you get an R33 Skyline? Like, why? What made you want to do that then? Yeah, so that's why. Nah, I'm messing. It's only a little baby RB20 in this one. The GTS, so it's not even GTS-T, so it's not even got a turbo. So we've got a bit of work on our hands. But the reason I bought this is because, one, being in a motor trade game, it came up as a really good deal, and I can't turn down a good deal ever. And two is that I've always kind of really liked the R33 styles. Like, don't get me wrong, the R34 is like the main G and the cool one, and the R32s are so sick as well. But I really like the R33s. Like, they're so cool, they're so different. Obviously there was a yellow one featured in Too Fast Too Furious, which was really cool, and it's one of those ones that I'm here like, you're all going to be here like, is he going to actually keep it or not? I'm going to keep this one because I contradict myself all the time, because I always say this and I get offered a good deal. And being a motor trader that I am, and selling cars and stuff like that, I'm always like, if someone offers me good money, I'll sell it. But it's a clean one, it's a good one. I always seem to find good little gems, and I like this. But let me show you how clean this engine bay is, because it is really clean. So laying under here is the little baby RB20, bless her. But you can see how clean this engine bay is. Like, I mean, I did clean it all up. It was a bit dusty and that, but for what it is, it's so clean throughout. I need to put some washer fluid in because we've run out, but everything in Japanese and that is, it's just so cool. We've got coilovers. There is a little bit of swelling happening on the strut tops, which is normal and common as muck on these, but I'm going to get Don from Metalhead Fabrication to look into this and just get them sorted, because it's nice and easy to do. I mean, they're not on their way out fully, and it's not really, well, it's not far at all gone, to be honest, but they're sort of on the way out. But it looks so clean, so good, and the car itself is really clean. There's no rust, there's nothing in all the arches. It's a solid car. The only thing I will say is that the paintwork kind of lets it down a bit, but I think it just needs flattened back and polishing a bit better. But I'm just going to take you around all the arches and show to you guys it is a very good, clean example. Now, wheels are a bit of a funny one, because it's 4-stud. I think it's like 4x11 2.3. Super strange. Apparently that's on like Sylvia's and that as well. Let me know if it is or not. But yeah, it's a right struggle to get some wheels for this car. Now, I'm going to put on screen my sort of end goal for this, because it looks so cool. It's pretty much a GTR. Obviously, we're not going to turn it into a GTR fully and put stickers and stuff on like it to make it like a GTR. We're going to put some features like the rear spats, the rear spoiler, and some other cool things. I really want those infinity lights as well. I've seen the infinity lights for these, and they look so sick. Although the rear ends, like, you know, the heritage GTR lights are always so good to look at anyway, and they're like, that's where everyone knows the Skyline's from, because of the rear lights. They're just so cool, and I love it so much. We need to get a product plate on this. I really want an R33 plate. But one thing I really love is the Jap smell. Like, every single one of like the old school Jap cars has that Jap smell. If you know, comment down below. One thing I do like is that you have to press the button to get the key out. It's actually quite cool. There's like a little button there. It won't even focus with it now. It's right there. But this is the interior of it. What we're going to do today is just give it a good clean. It's got all the original Skyline mats. Seat wise, I don't know what seats these are because I've looked online and I can't seem to find them. So if someone could tell me what seats these are, much appreciated. We're also going to be like this steering wheel. Like I think I quite like it, to be honest. I'm going to keep it. The horn's a bit weird. Yeah, but it's cool. And then the clocks are going to have to change if we're going to be doing an engine swap as well. And talking of engine swap, we're not going balls to the wall. Like, I'm not buying an RB26 because it's just ridiculous money and it's not really needed for the build I want to do on this. So I'm not going to plow serious money into this, like serious money, because I've got to do the M3 build as well. But it's cool now to have an M3 and a Skyline, because I was in a really shit position about 6 months ago. Well, between 6 months and a year ago, because of the old Megane. It put me in a really bad financial situation, and mentally it really ruined me. So for me now to be in a position, I've grafted, I've worked so hard to be able to have now an M3, United M3 and this Skyline. So I just want to prove to you guys that, you know, if you are in a shit situation and things are not always going to plan, then just don't worry, things will plan out and you can always make it. Just mentally put your head to it and you'll be able to get yourself in a good place. And you know, if you push hard and work hard enough, you will get cool things and cool rewards. And I'm proving that because I'm always constantly grafting, I'm always wanting to better myself, and it's paying off because we've got a cool Skyline and M3 currently, but me being me, I always want more. So let's talk interior stuff. We've also got like a Bride gear gator surround here. I don't really like it because it's blue and blue with the rest of this interior doesn't really look right. The gear knob itself, a Momo one, we want to change that. Should we get a quick release and a cool steering wheel? I don't know, you guys let me know. I might make this like a kind of a build where you guys decide what to put on it. So you do that, and then the time is here, so the timer comes up here. This is obviously an aftermarket Sony stereo. It's quite cool because you can have screen mirroring with Bluetooth, which is sick. There's a bit of interior damage there, but it's superficial, easy stuff to sort. Oh, and Roman's there just chilling. Ejecto Ceto. I love that, that's so sick. And then if we have a look around, obviously the old bike, we'll chuck that out of the way, you don't want to see that. This is a second key. See that like Phillips screwdriver looking thing? That is actually a key. So, and also we've got the lock and key thing in there and that as well. So it's quite cool. The back seats are all intact. The roof line and everything's all sweet. No dramas there whatsoever. This window, if anyone can help, I think it's this one, or maybe, no, it is definitely just this one. When you're driving at like 60-70 miles an hour, you can sort of hear like a wind noise. I think the seals are not too great around there or something like that, but if anyone can help me out, that would be sweet again. But I'm absolutely loving this car, and I've just stood in a puddle. Yeah, it's just cool, isn't it? It's Jap, it's a Skyline, and it's sick. Like, don't get me wrong, the wheels don't look too bad, but they are so skinny. Like, if you look at that rear arch, you can't even see the wheel. It's one of them. But I'm gas valve cleanuses. That's obviously a bit of dirt down there. I also need to get basically new lenses here as well, because there's a few niggly bits on this car. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect being a 1994 Skyline. These, as you can see, are like filled with like crap and that. So if anyone can either like send me new lenses or tell me where I can get lenses from for that. There's also an exhaust leak down here because someone, I think, has cut the back box or cut the bottom of the exhaust, I believe. So that's not ideal. And then also as well on the front headlight, I need a new lens for here because there's a crack in this one here. So if anyone can like supply lenses, obviously I'll have to take it off on new headlights or whatever. That would be mega as well. Front bumper wise, what do we do? What do we think? Do we keep the front bumper as it is? Do we change it? Let me know in the comments down below. But look at it, like for what the car is, it's so damn cool and clean. Like I'm super just over the moon with the deal I got on this car. I'm not going to tell you guys how much I paid for it because I don't want to personally. Like, I think it's a bit too personal now telling people what you pay for it. Unless you're doing like a series like I did with a series of flipping cars and that, which I will be bringing back, don't you worry. But today I want to get the interior really cleaned up, hoovered out, and then just obviously show you guys the fact that we've got a Skyline now. We're going to do bits to it, which is sick. So JDM gurus, comment down below or drop me a message please on Instagram with sourcing parts, finding bits, helping me out on this Skyline build basically. And if there's anyone local that'd be interested in getting involved with the build, please let me know as well, because I love being part of like a community with everyone and getting everyone involved in my sort of stuff. So yeah, let's get it hoovered up and cleaned up fully. So now you see it dirty, and now it's cleanish. Cleaner than it was anyway, definitely a lot cleaner than it was inside. I haven't bothered cleaning that bit there because it's just changing everything in there. So, and one thing I know now is that these seats are definitely not like a standard Skyline seat, I don't think, because this one's super hard to move forward and this one just moves on its own. So I think we'll change the seats out in the future, but apart from that, it's pretty sweet. We've got a boost gauge back here for a non-turbo car. That's relevant, isn't it? But no, I think the guy had it before was going to do a turbo build, so fair play to him. But yeah, the guy I got it from, shout out to him, really nice guy, Scottish dude. I won't obviously say his name or anything like that, because I don't know if he wants to be mentioned or not, but very nice guy. He basically took a touring off me in part exchange and I gave him some money on top, so really nice easy transaction, and it's all good. I had an issue with this starting, but I found the issue because looking at the boot, I need to get used to all this Jap stuff because everything just opens and does weird things and that. It's just a bit odd. Yeah, in the boot you see there's like nothing, the carpet and that's not here. So if anyone can source me like a back panel bit and this carpet bit as well, that'd be great because I need that. This right here, this bolt on the live is not too good because it just comes off and comes loose. So I'm gonna change that to a different bolt. And then obviously the battery just chills right there, which is like, is that standard? Like, does the battery normally go there? I don't know. I'm not too hugely into it, but back here it just needs like wire brushing down or whatever, back down to the metal, and then just basically getting some of that, what's it called? The Black Raptor all over it and nicely cleaned up. Oh, and one thing, right? These boots are so, look, I'm just gonna let go. Look how aggressive that is. Is there any need for that? Jesus. But on that note, guys, that is that's the Skyline. You've seen it and you've you know what's going to happen now. So like I said, if anyone wants to get involved in the build and help me out, I'd hugely appreciate it. And I'm now just gassed to get this thing going. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope the fact that you old Jap heads that used to be a subscriber of my channel, if you're still following from the Civic days and the DC5 days and that, then we're back. We're back. We're gonna do some cool stuff, and we'll do like a drive with me thing on this and everything like that, and also we'll do some mods. First things first is that I basically got to go down and collect my M3 because it's just been down with RFab Ryan to have some resonators put in because it's too loud. So we're going to drop this off, have the exhaust system done, but only up to the cat, because obviously when you change the engine in this, when we put an RB25 in it, we're going to be basically, the cat has to be different anyway, so we can modify that when we get to it, but we're going to have a nice exhaust system put on this. I'm not telling you what, because it's going to look sick, but anyone that wants to get involved, anyone that thinks they can send me parts, obviously I'll pay for them, but anyone can, if you can send me parts or links to parts, or say you've got parts, I'll be more than happy to buy them off you and put them on this, because it's going to look mad. It's going to look so sick when this is done. It's just old Jap, cool stuff, raw. I love raw cars that are just raw to drive and just be, you know, when you feel at ease on the road. Like everything does everything for you these days, like all these newer cars, that's boring. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoy the new Skyline, and stay tuned for plenty more to come in the future. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.